Welcome to Powerful Mindset. I'm Mr. Emmanuel. Today, we are going to uncover a truth that most people refuse to face. Your comfort zone is quietly destroying your dreams. Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff, looking at endless possibilities. But instead of jumping, you turn back because it feels safer where you are. That safety, that comfort, is exactly what is holding you back from achieving the life you've always dreamed of. If you're ready to break free from the chains of comfort, to push past fear, and finally live your true potential, then stay with me. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to leave your comfort zone behind and start building the life you deserve. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and comment, "I'm ready," if you are ready to step into growth and success. Let's begin. What is a comfort zone? A comfort zone is a mental space where you feel safe and in control. It's where life feels predictable, easy, and comfortable. But here's the truth. This feeling of safety is an illusion. When you stay in your comfort zone for too long, your growth slows, your dreams get delayed, and fear of change quietly takes over. Psychologically, the comfort zone protects you from stress and uncertainty. Your mind tells you, "Stay here, it's safe." Emotionally, it shields you from discomfort, failure, and rejection. But while it feels safe, it also keeps you from taking risks that could change your life. Think about it. Maybe you've stayed in the same job for years because it's stable, even though it doesn't inspire you. Perhaps you stay in relationships that no longer serve you, just because they are familiar. These examples may feel harmless at first, but over time they quietly limit your potential, keeping you from achieving the life you truly desire. The illusion of safety. At first glance, your comfort zone feels like a safe haven. It's warm, familiar, and predictable. You know what to expect every day, and there's a sense of control that gives peace of mind. But here's the hard truth, that safety is only an illusion. When you stay in your comfort zone, your life becomes predictable, and your growth stops. Opportunities pass you by while you convince yourself that it's too risky to try something new. You think, "I'm fine here," but deep down, your dreams are waiting for you outside that familiar circle. Consider the story of James, a young man with a passion for photography. He worked a safe office job that paid well, but didn't inspire him. Every day, he promised himself he'd take his camera out, explore, and pursue his dreams. Yet, he stayed comfortable, afraid of leaving his steady income. Years went by, and while his friends chased their passions, James remained stuck. By the time he finally decided to take the leap, the opportunities he could have seized were gone, and he was left wondering, what if? This is the trap of the comfort zone. It feels safe, but in reality, it quietly chains you to stagnation. It lulls you into thinking that staying put is harmless, while your dreams fade in the background. The longer you stay, the harder it becomes to step out, because fear grows stronger, and risk feels more dangerous than it actually is. Remember, comfort zones don't just keep you comfortable. They keep you from becoming the person you were meant to be. How comfort zones kill ambition. At the core of every comfort zone is fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, and fear of the unknown. When you stay in a comfortable space, you convince yourself that it's safer to avoid risks, even if it means sacrificing your dreams. This fear becomes a silent assassin of ambition. Procrastination is one of the most dangerous side effects. You keep telling yourself, "I'll start tomorrow," or "I'm not ready yet." Each delay is a small victory for your comfort zone and a step away from your potential. Excuses are another tool your comfort zone uses. "I don't have time," "I lack the resources," or "maybe it's not meant for me." And slowly, over months and years, these excuses pile up, forming a wall between you and your dreams. Let's look at some statistics. Studies show that nearly 92% of people never achieve their true potential because they stay stuck in routines that feel safe. Nearly 80% of career changes or new ventures are delayed due to fear of stepping out of comfort. Think about that. The majority of untapped talent in the world is trapped not by lack of ability, but by fear and comfort. Take Sarah, for example. She dreamed of starting her own bakery, but stayed in her corporate job for 10 years because it felt secure. She kept making excuses. "I'll do it when I have more savings," or "what if I fail?" By the time she decided to take the leap, The market had become more competitive, and her window of opportunity had narrowed. Her ambition was alive, but it was buried under years of comfort. The harsh reality is this: every day you stay too comfortable is a day your ambition dies a little more. Procrastination and excuses suffocate ambition. If you want to succeed, you must recognize fear for what it is, break free from excuses, and take action, no matter how uncomfortable it feels. Remember, ambition and comfort cannot coexist. To grow, to achieve, to live the life you dream of, you must leave the safety of what feels familiar. Signs you're stuck in a comfort zone. By now, you might be starting to feel the weight of staying too comfortable. Boredom and routine take over. When every day feels the same, when your tasks are repetitive and uninspiring, that's a strong sign. Life begins to feel like a cycle of monotony rather than a journey of growth. You might think, this is just how life is, but in reality, boredom is often your inner self signaling that you are capable of more. Fear of change rules your decisions. If the thought of doing something new, changing careers, starting a project, or even speaking up fills you with anxiety, you are letting fear control your life. Lack of excitement and passion. Do you feel like life has lost its spark? When your days feel dull and uninspiring, it is because you are avoiding challenges that could ignite your potential. Selling for mediocrity. One of the most dangerous signs is accepting less than you deserve. Let's reflect for a moment. Think about your own life. Are you avoiding change because it feels uncomfortable? Are you stuck in routines that don't challenge you? Are you afraid to pursue what you really want? Recognizing these signs is the first step toward breaking free. Awareness is power. Once you see the trap, you can take action to escape it. The cost of staying comfortable. Now that we've identified the signs of being stuck in a comfort zone, it's time to face the harsh reality. Staying comfortable comes at a high cost. When you remain in the safety of familiarity, you might feel secure today, but over time, the price of comfort becomes painfully clear. One of the most significant consequences is regret. Another consequence is unfulfilled potential. Lost opportunities are yet another cost. Opportunities rarely knock twice. How to break free starts small, but take consistent risks. Breaking out of your comfort zone doesn't have to be dramatic. It begins with small, deliberate actions. Maybe it's waking up an hour earlier to work on a passion project, trying a new skill, or speaking up in a meeting. Small steps might seem insignificant at first, but consistency compounds over time. Every risk you take is a brick in the foundation of your growth. Face your fears directly. Fear is the main barrier keeping you comfortable. The key is not to eliminate fear, but to act in spite of it. Identify your fears clearly. Fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown. Then take deliberate steps to confront them. Each time you face fear, you weaken its grip and build courage. Surround yourself with motivating people. Your environment shapes your mindset. If you spend time with people who are complacent or discourage risk, your comfort zone will feel safer than it should. Instead, surround yourself with people who inspire action, challenge you, and believe in growth. Energy is contagious, and positive influence accelerates your journey out of comfort. Shift your mindset. Finally, embrace the mindset that growth begins at the edge of discomfort. Understand that discomfort is not a threat. It is a signal that you are moving toward your full potential. Reframe challenges as opportunities, setbacks as lessons, and fear as a compass pointing to what matters most. Breaking free from comfort is not a one-time event. It's a habit, a daily practice, and a mindset. The more you push your boundaries, the more your confidence grows, and the easier it becomes to pursue bigger dreams. Remember, every extraordinary life was built by someone willing to step into the unknown, risk failure, and embrace discomfort. Today, take one bold step. Face one fear. Challenge one routine. Your growth, your dreams, and your success are waiting just beyond the edge of comfort. Start small, but take consistent risks. Breaking out of your comfort zone doesn't have to be dramatic. It begins with small, deliberate actions. Small steps might seem insignificant at first, but consistency compounds over time. Every risk you take is a brick in the foundation of your growth. Face your fears directly. Fear is the main barrier keeping you comfortable. The key is not to eliminate fear, but to act in spite of it. Surround yourself with motivating people. Your environment shapes your mindset. Shift your mindset. Understand that discomfort is not a threat. It is a signal that you are moving toward your full potential. Reframe challenges as opportunities, setbacks as lessons, and fear as a compass pointing to what matters most. Breaking free from comfort is not a one-time event. It's a habit, a daily practice, and a mindset. The more you push your boundaries, the more your confidence grows, and the easier it becomes to pursue bigger dreams. Remember, every extraordinary life was built by someone willing to step into the unknown, risk failure, and embrace discomfort. Today, take one bold step. Face one fear. Challenge one routine. Your growth, your dreams, and your success are waiting just beyond the edge of comfort. Your challenge today is simple. Reflect honestly on your life. Identify where comfort is holding you back, and take one small step toward breaking free. That single step could be the start of a journey that transforms everything. Let's look at a real-life example of someone who dared to step out and transform his life. David Goggins. David Goggins grew up facing incredible hardships. He experienced abuse, poverty, racism, and obesity. For a long time, he lived in the safety of excuses and self-doubt, trapped in a life that felt comfortable because he had convinced himself that change was too difficult. But Goggins refused to accept that as his story. He decided to leave his comfort zone completely, physically, mentally, and emotionally. He transformed his body from being overweight and unhealthy into one of the fittest men on the planet. He became a Navy SEAL, a world-class endurance athlete, and a motivational icon, all by embracing extreme challenges that most people would avoid. David's life teaches us a critical lesson. Your potential is always on the other side of discomfort. Every time he faced fear, pain, and exhaustion, he grew stronger, both mentally and physically. If he had stayed safe in his comfort zone, he would have lived an average life. But by stepping out, he achieved extraordinary success and inspired millions. The message is clear. Transformation is possible, but it requires leaving the familiar behind and facing what feels impossible. Like David Goggins, your breakthrough waits just beyond the edge of discomfort, if you have the courage to take that first step. The rewards of stepping out. 1. Personal growth. Every step outside your comfort zone strengthens your mind and body. You discover capabilities you never knew existed, build resilience, and develop a mindset that embraces challenges instead of fearing them. Growth happens only when you push boundaries. 2. Self-confidence. When you face fears and take action, confidence grows naturally. Each small victory reinforces the belief that you are capable of achieving more than you ever imagined. This confidence becomes the fuel for pursuing even bigger dreams. 3. New opportunities. Stepping out creates new doors. Opportunities that never existed in your comfort zone appear when you take risks. You meet new people, learn new skills, and encounter experiences that expand your vision of what's possible. 4. Success. Ultimately, the combination of growth, confidence, and opportunities leads to success. Success is not just about money or fame. It's about living a life aligned with your dreams, your purpose, and your highest potential. Take a moment to visualize your dreams. Imagine the life you've always wanted. Now ask yourself, what small action can I take today to move closer to that life? Remember, every journey begins with a single step. The rewards of stepping out are waiting, but you must act. As we wrap up today's lesson, remember this: comfort zones are invisible barriers. They feel safe, but they quietly destroy dreams, stall ambition, and limit your potential. On the other hand, stepping out, facing fear, taking risks, and embracing discomfort leads to growth, confidence, opportunities, and ultimate success. Here's my challenge for you today. Take one action that pushes you just outside your comfort zone. It could be sending that email, starting that project, speaking up, or trying something new. Just one step. If you are ready to break free and live your full potential, then join our community here at Powerful Mindset. Subscribe to the channel for more motivational guidance. Like this video to support our mission. Comment below with the action you will take today, and share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Remember, your dreams are waiting just beyond the edge of comfort. Step out, take action, and claim the life you were meant to live.